Hello, kids. I woke up with the 49ers on my mind, so I want to talk about the 49ers. Why? Because fuck the 49ers.
Hey, Butker. That's like nothing on TV.
Yeah, TV sucks. Let's, watch YouTube or something.
Yeah. Those fantasy Avengers guys are on.
Cool. We're there, dude.
Hey, do not adjust your channel. We're back.
Finally.
Yes, finally. You know, had to get some shit together. But we're here. And now that we're here, you know what it is? It's the off season. So, yeah, let's get to that intro before we get this party started. Cue it up!
Allow us to reintroduce ourselves.
The Fantasy Football Avengers presents the off-season with Kyle Shanahan's GI-16, Young Christ the Jesus,
and sometimes Garfield, no Nurble,
with Rick. And now, here's the boys.
Hey! Yeah, we are back. we are back. And here he goes with the light show.
Starting the shit off.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all know, but Rick is a Tennessee Titans fan. So, you know, before we get into how we feel about the 49ers draft and everybody else's, Rick, how do you feel about your draft?
Oh man, I'm not feeling too bad. I'm not feeling too bad about it. We was talking a little bit about it off camera. I'm mad at the Cardinals for fucking taking Jeremiah Love with the third pick. Like they ain't already got a stacked running back room, but we'll work things out. You feel what I'm saying? We got a couple weapons for Cam Ward to work with this year, so just another progressive year as far as developing him and getting this offense together, man.
I'm honestly surprised that y'all didn't or Jawan Jennings didn't go to y'all, because if that brother wanted to make $20 million, going to a place like Tennessee that did not have an established number one guy would have been the move, instead of going to a place with two guys that are better than you. You're gonna play the third role.
I'm going to be the devil on our shoulder. Bullshit on him. He wasn't going to be number one in Tennessee either. He still would have been a number two at Tennessee. One of those rookies from last year might show him up. Would have showed him up, because let's be real. We know him because we're Niner fans. That man can show up and then he could disappear in a fucking heartbeat.
About to say, he definitely would have been better than Wan'Dale Robinson. Much respect to Wan'Dale Robinson, but we've all seen what he could do as a number one.
Yeah, I think Wan'Dale's going to do you guys a favor, because your number one that you got now is hot garbage. But
yeah,
that man has gone into the shadow realm. I don't know why. And then the Cardinals made the right pick. I don't care what anybody says. The Cardinals made the right pick, because their running back room is trash. Your man Trey Benson, constantly hurt. James Conner, that motherfucker is the NFL's version of Anthony Davis. Street clothes of the NFL.
My whole thing is, see, Trey Benson's good when he's on the field, but he got hurt last year. When he had his opportunity to shine, he got hurt. But Conner, hey man, you can still get 2 good years out of Conner.
And then wait, I forgot. They also signed Tyler Algier.
Yeah.
And Tyler Algier can be a number one guy.
So let's be
a number one guy.
Let's be realistic. James Conner's getting traded.
Most likely.
Benson's the number 3 back now.
Mason's he's gonna go somewhere where somebody needs a running back, and the Cardinals will probably get a good 5th round pick for him.
So let's play devil's advocate again. What team do you think?
Mm, I'm trying to think right now. Who really needs a running back right now? You know what? He might go back home.
Pittsburgh?
Possible.
He might go back home because they don't have a true established number one running back there.
Well, they have
They do
Jalen
running
Warren.
back by committee.
They have Jalen Warren. He is there, you know.
Yeah, but Connor
Quote unquote,
Connor Connor in 2026 would be better.
because they let go. What's his name? He left.
Yeah.
Gainwell?
Huh?
Gainwell?
Yes, Gainwell left.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Who's your choice, Rick? What do you think he goes to?
Shit. I'm still racking my brain trying to see who has a open spot for him.
Who's your starter, Rick?
Do we still got Pollard?
I'll tell you right
I think
now.
y'all do. I think y'all do. Still got Pollard.
Because the other spot I was thinking of was Minnesota. Because
No,
Aaron Jones can't stay healthy for shit.
they got Jordan Mason.
Like I said, Aaron Jones can't stay healthy for shit. Jordan Mason ain't making no noise, man. He ain't pushing the needle nowhere.
I like Jordan Mason better than Jones.
I do too. I do too.
Sorry about that.
That looks funny as hell. The lights went out and it looked like you got swallowed up by the blob.
No, the sensor is cracking here. But no, yeah, I think they still have Pollard. They still have Spears. They got Singleton that they drafted from Penn State, which would be good. They got Michael Carter, Julius Chestnut, and Kaleo Mullins.
Okay. All right.
My choice.
Who else might have an open spot?
My choice is the Giants. To back
Giants?
up Scatterbo.
Scatterbo?
To
Okay.
back him up.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
He's an upgrade over Singletary and the other guy they had.
Definitely an upgrade over Singletary.
The Singletary, when he had his opportunity to shine last year, when Scatterbo got hurt, he ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing.
He definitely set big
He
on
ain't
that
move no
one.
needle. He ain't move no needle. He
Nah,
did nothing.
So that's just my opinion. I think those would be the two picks. That would be the team I think he should go to. And then
What's Seattle's running back room looking like since what's his name went to KC?
They got
they have
Price.
Charbonnet's hurt for the rest of the year, and they picked up
Price.
Jadarian Price at 32, the second best running back in the draft
Okay, all right.
from Notre Dame. So both Notre
Not
Dame
a-
running backs on the first.
Not according to Kyle Shanahan.
I'm sorry. I forget. I'm a Notre Dame fan, so you know.
Hey, look, the more I got into that Kalon Black pick, the better I felt about it. I just want to see I just want to see him on the field. I want to see what he looks like.
I have no shade against our coach. That's how they felt. That's how they felt. I know the two best running backs came out of Notre Dame, and then I think after that it was a toss up between Johnson from Nebraska and Jonah Coleman, I think was his last name. Jonah something from Washington.
Look, the way how I feel is, if it hit, it hit. Hey, we in there. We got our next. We got our running back for the next 10 years. If it hit, like I've been seeing a lot of comparisons to him. A lot of Frank Gore comparisons to Kalon Black. I'm seeing a lot of Frank Gore comparisons. If he is a third of Frank Gore, then I feel like we hit the jackpot. Because Frank Gore was a monster.
Now what pissed me off is that Damian Woody was on Get Up the week of the draft, talking about the 49ers say he's the second best running back in the draft. He only had 4 catches last year. I said, yeah, he played at Indiana, a team that had Elijah Surratt, Omar Cooper Jr., a legit tight end for their program. and he was split. He was sharing the backfield with Hemby, and
Yeah,
both their running backs. They ran for 1,000 yards. Both their running backs.
like
But
you
wait,
gotta
why don't
you
you
gotta
go
look at
back
what he did before he got to
at
Indiana.
JMU? When he went to James Madison University, that man was catching catches at the backfield 30, 40 times a year.
Here's my thing: they be paying
Come
these
on.
guys for this nonsense. They be paying if the NFL Network or ESPN were paying us to cover shit, we would actually earn our money because we would be coming in there with some research instead of just looking at what he did last year. Let's look at what he did his whole entire college career.
Right.
Then,
That's what you're
oh no.
paid. That's what you're paid for.
Then you need to go see Ryan Clark on First Take talk about the Cowboys going to go 12-5 and beat the Niners. I was like,
Maybe on Madden. Maybe on Madden. I don't
For
see.
real.
Look, with all the improvements the 49ers made, if the 49ers can stay healthy, the 49ers are going to be a dangerous team this year. If they can stay healthy.
all I want in that game against Dallas is I want Osa to introduce himself to Dak Prescott a couple times in the first two series and tell him it's going to be a long day. It's
Long
going to be
day.
a long
Long day.
pause. But, back
Stribling.
to
How
the
you,
original.
how you feel about Stribling?
Oh, I love the pick. I wasn't
Okay.
mad at the pick. I seen the kid before they. I did some viewing on him that people put online, but I didn't do a lot. And then after I did more, I was like, oh, the
Yeah.
motherfucker got Rick. He caught a pass. He did like a 8 yard, like a hitch, where he went about 8 9 yards, came back in, caught that ball against Georgia in the playoff, and took it to the house down the sideline.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you
Not just in the corner,
impressed me the most
just on
about
the
him.
corner. But he also burned the safety who had the angle pursuit, and I don't know how he missed it.
What impressed me about him wasn't the go routes that he did. It's the underneath shit that he did. Catching a pass and the first tackler is not going to get him down.
Rick,
You gotta gang tackle that motherfucker.
that man
You gotta bring you and two of your boys to get him down.
that man ran a post. I think it was like a 8 to 10 yard post up the middle. Caught the ball and split both Georgia defenders in that game and scored a touchdown too.
mm.
He hit a
Like
dude. I forgot what game it was. He hit a dude so hard at the goal line, pause, that he knocked him 3 yards into the end zone.
yeah, yeah. His his
And stood
his
over him
his
and pointed and just said, "Ha ha."
his film. Some of his film reminds me of when I watched Jawan Jennings' film in college, except faster.
Dude, he looked like a
Except
yoke.
faster.
He looks like a yoked version of To.
Yeah,
Mm.
Just
Tough.
like just solid for no reason. And he's six
yeah,
three, high 190s, 200s area. So he's a monster. He's gonna be a
yeah,
monster.
yeah.
They
And
make
he's
great
gonna.
listen, your team made great picks. Our team made great picks. Miami, they rebuilt the entire team just in this one draft, I think, because good Lord Almighty, you had 7 to 8 picks in the first 4 rounds, 5 rounds.
And they went out and got some big boys.
Yeah.
They went
Listen,
out. Miami went out and got some big boys. They say, "Hey, we are not playing around here."
the Jets hit in their draft. Shit, dare I say, and I hate to say it, the
The
Cowboys
Cleveland
hit on.
Browns,
No,
the
the
Cleveland
Cowboys.
Browns,
No,
the
but
Cleveland Browns draft.
the Cowboys' first two picks alone, the fact that they got Sonny Styles,
Mm-hmm.
and then they came back and got what's his name at 20? Damn it, who they got at 23? Because they traded with the Eagles so the Eagles could pick Makai Lemon.
Yeah, they got the safety.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
got
got
they
the safety.
they ended up getting the guy the Niners should have got. They got
Remember when Jordan was up here? He said that's who he wanted, and they got him.
what the hell?
As soon as the Cowboys made that pick, I hit Jordan up. I said, "Hey, you got your man's. You got your man's.
What was
The
it? They
best
picked.
the best
Oh no,
safety in the draft."
they picked up Caleb Downs in the first with the first pick,
Mm-hmm.
not Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles came to DC. Then they picked up Malachi Lawrence. who we all the Niner fans wanted. Then they went and picked up Barham from Michigan, came back and picked up Devin Moore corner, Overton at the end, and they picked up Drew Shelton, the tackle from Penn State. And that's their first 4 rounds.
Yeah. Cowboys had a good draft.
And
Had a
Dallas
good draft.
has 2 more first rounders next year.
Yeah.
Theirs and another teams for next year. I think the Packers. But nothing beat the Jets have 3 first round picks next year. 3.
They better do something with them. or
Dude,
we're gonna.
it's the Jets. Of course they're gonna do something with it. They're gonna get their quarterback. They're gonna get another wide receiver or something because they just signed Brees Hall to an extension, and then they're gonna put on defense. The Jets are gonna be stacked next year again.
They
And
better be.
I love it. I think they had one of the best drafts by far. The Jets.
I like Cleveland's draft. You know what? I liked with the ED on it until I heard that Deshaun Watson might be the starting quarterback.
There's no might be. He is going to be the starting quarterback. He's healthy.
I said you went out and got KC Concepcion, Denzel Boston, and you're gonna say, "Hey, Deshaun Watson, Deshaun Watson, here's your guys." Look, if Deshaun Watson shows up and be the Deshaun Watson that we knew,
dude, they picked up.
Look, prayers are gonna go to certain teams in the AFC North. But if this is the same Deshaun Watson that we've been seeing, you would have made better time just giving that to Shador Sanders and seeing what he could do with it.
Look what they did. Look what they did. They picked up Spencer Fano with the first pick at 9. Their future left tackle. Then they picked up Concepcion at 24. Come back and get Boston at 39. Come back and get the safety the Niners should have drafted, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. But there's rumors the Niners might have wanted Finneman, who the Bears took. Then they came back and got a monster in Austin Barber, the offensive tackle out of Florida. Came back and got the center from Alabama in the 5th again. So they in 2 offensive linemen. And then they picked up Justin Jefferson, the linebacker from Bama. Then they picked up a gem. So pay attention to this name. Joe Royer could be a future tight end in the NFL. And then they picked up Taylor Green, a 6'5" or 6'6" quarterback from Arkansas.
They kind of remade that whole line.
Yeah.
Because they lost every player on their old line, and they kind of remade it in one draft.
Except for Juan Jones.
Yeah.
Goddamn light. Sorry.
What y'all think about that Ty Simpson pick by the Rams?
If it works, great. But it does nothing to help them this year.
Right.
Was it too early? Was it too early? Yes.
That's what I was thinking.
But was it necessary? Yes. I'll tell you why it was necessary. Because Pittsburgh and Arizona were looming at the back of the first. Pittsburgh would have took him if he was there. If not Pittsburgh, Arizona was going to trade back into the first round to grab him. So, plus, you find out after the draft that what the hell's the guy's name? Snead? Les Snead is friends with the father.
Right.
And they've known each other. That's why he already had the inside track on Ty.
Yeah, watching the NFL Network, they said that right before they took the pick, which made me believe that was the pick they was going to take.
After the draft, they give you more into the story. So they give you more in-depth, reasons why he made the pick he made. But
I think they said something about Les Snead advised the college program to take him or some shit like that. And then I was like, the story that they gave me, I say, oh, they about to take Ty Simpson.
No, but what was the best part of the entire draft was what's his name after the draft, after that first round, the coach.
McVay.
He was pissed. He was pissed.
He had that. What's a good meme that can equate to what he would look like? Like, give me a great meme.
The Jordan crying meme.
No, worse. He had that look of disgust towards the
Yeah.
gym. He was like the
Yeah.
hell is wrong with
Yeah,
you?
he was
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
was he
I
was
give
he
him
was
that.
he was thoroughly upset. He was thoroughly
He looked
upset.
worse. He looked worse than Stefanski and the black GM from Cleveland last year when they picked when the ownership picked Shot Shador. He looked worse than they did. He was just like he was livid. I absolutely livid. Man, that's gonna be some great media the
Look,
rest of the offseason.
I'm glad that they picked up Ty Simpson instead of doing the Rams thing and trading a bunch of picks for next year's draft to take Arch Manning.
No,
Yeah.
honestly, I thought they were gonna improve that, add to that receiving room and make it younger by picking up Lemon from USC. Mm.
I'm glad they didn't do that either.
They
I'm
just
glad
got
they did
somebody
that.
else, don't they?
Let me see. You talking about sign somebody else?
Yeah, didn't they just sign like a third receiver? Because they got Puka, Adams is coming back, and then I heard they just got somebody else kind of decent.
Well, let's see. Let's look at their draft. They picked up Simpson, a tight end, Claire. So they got four tight ends now. Trost from Missouri, an offensive lineman. C.J. Daniels, a receiver out of Miami, and Tim Keenan, the third, a D tackle out of Bama.
Who
And
they get in free agency?
receiver, receiver depth chart, 2026. It's Nakua, Adams, and then right now it's Jordan Winnington. They picked up they got Mumfield still, Xavier Smith. Then they got C.J. Daniels, the rookie, True Edwards, Mario Williams, Brennan Presley, and Tyler Scott, all on their team right now. So basically, they got nobody.
Okay. So while we're on that subject, who do y'all think is going to take Stephon Diggs?
Ooh, I don't know. I heard some reports about him going back to Houston, either Houston or Atlanta.
I'm
Yes,
hoping he
I
goes
heard
to
the Atlanta
DC.
one. I heard the Atlanta one.
I'm hoping he goes. He can go to Atlanta. I hope he goes to the Commanders.
No, the Commanders
Uh,
are still waiting for the dumbass we have.
okay, but stay far the fuck away from LA.
I don't think they have the money for him.
Good. I hope they don't. Stay far the fuck away from LA.
That would be nasty.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Why
Fuck the
not?
Rams. Fuck the Rams.
As a football fan, it would be nasty. As a Niners fan, I don't want to see it.
Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see
That
that.
would be nasty. Can you imagine that? Puka, Diggs, and Adams. What?
But
That would be nasty.
here's the caveat. His brother's still a free agent, so let's see where they may go together somewhere.
Mm,
It's a possibility.
that would be
It's a
tough.
possibility. It's a possibility.
Now, whatever team signs both of them, I pray for them. I pray for them deeply because that's going to be two fucking attitudes I don't want to deal with.
Facts, facts. How
'Cause
y'all feel about KC getting your boy from Seattle? We
that's
was
fine.
talking about it last year. We were saying we hope it didn't happen, and it happened.
I didn't have an issue with it happening. I just didn't want them to take him and then draft
Jeremiah Love.
yeah, like for fantasy purposes, this is good. For fantasy purposes, this is good because you now you have another surefire running back, number one, on a team that needed a running back number one that can feed him like a running back number one.
Right.
And look,
I want to keep this
Kenneth
quiet.
Walker in the third and fourth round in fantasy drafts this year. You ain't mad about that.
I
Facts.
want I want to keep this quiet, right? To keep it for myself. But because we do this show, I can't be greedy, right? I have to share this. Because he's so injury prone, right? Every year,
I was just thinking about that.
Emmett Johnson is going to fucking destroy people. That kid from out of Nebraska is going to be a monster the minute he gets hurt and comes in because he's the backup now. Fifth round draft pick is the backup. to the MVP of the Super Bowl. And
Mm.
you know, it. Just like he says every year about James Conner, he doesn't wish any injury.
But it happens.
It happens.
It
So
happens.
we know as fans and as football analysts that we are fantasy that he will eventually be on the bench somewhere, dinged up.
You ain't lying.
Now, what I do like the running back room in the Lions, Pacheco and Gibbs.
You know
Yeesh.
why? You know why I like it? Because Pacheco ain't Montgomery.
Nope.
So he's not going to steal as many touches away from Gibbs. Gibbs is going nuclear this year.
But
About
let
to
me
say
tell you
you
right now.
can't beat that 1-2 punch of Gibbs and Montgomery. They was a monster.
But I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you right now.
but Montgomery kept stealing touches
Yeah.
away from Gibbs.
But
Gibbs
Right.
is
Montgomery, but
Gibbs is
Pacheco, Gibbs,
Pacheco. He may get a couple goal line carries, may, but
it's not even that. With
he's
Pacheco and
not.
Gibbs, you can have both on the field at the same time. Both, one playing receiver, one playing running back.
I feel like Gibbs and Bijan are going to be number one, number two this year. Drafted number one, number two.
I can
Number
see
one,
it.
number two. And then
But
when it
let's go.
comes when it comes to 3 and 4, you're gonna either take your pick of
Jamar, but no,
JSN.
you're forgetting Jamar and JSN could go 1 and 2 also.
I don't see JSN going number two this year. I don't see it.
No, I said they can either go 1 and 2. I don't. I'm not giving it a specific number. Those four names you just gave can go
Top four.
anywhere. Top
Top
four.
four. Okay,
Any
yeah, I can see that. Top four. Top four. Look. I told people last year. I said, look, if you're thinking that you're going to get JSN in the second round this year or the back half of the first, you are sadly mistaken. JSN's going top five.
Yeah.
He's going top five because they really did not do anything
to improve that room.
yeah, it's going to be JSN. JSN is going to get the lion's share of the touches again.
The Heat is a one-hitter quitter.
Yeah,
He's just gonna go downfield. If you can stop him, have at it. JSN.
yeah.
That means JSN's gonna see double teams a lot. He may still eat with it. I was making fun of the other day, Justin Jefferson. That Jennings might actually still eat this year, and maybe Addison even more because Justin Jefferson is gonna see double teams all game, because they know the one thing he does well is go deep. The one thing Kyler Murray does well is throw the ball deep. But can he see down the field is going to be the question.
I can, I can actually see Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is probably going to be a really good fantasy football quarterback this year. He's probably going to be really, really good this year. Because this is easily the best wide receiver room he's ever had. Easily.
Until Call of Duty comes out.
Yeah, until Call of Duty comes out. Minnesota fans better pray that no Call of Duty drops this year.
I feel
They
bad.
better pray.
We're gonna give him a baby sombrero in Mexico and send his ass packing.
Kyler Murray is a headache. He's a headache. And he's a headache I hate dealing with because he always plays good when he plays against the Niners.
That
He
whole
always
receiver,
plays good.
look, that whole quarterback room is a headache. I don't trust any of those quarterbacks.
I'm talking about he's a headache when we play him.
I know, but I'm saying for fantasy, I don't trust either of the two because we don't know what kind of Murray we're gonna get, and his backup is booty, straight hot garbage.
Yeah, he's a part of the Booty family with John David Booty and them. General Booty, non-Booty. I hate that guy. They just better, Minnesota just better be glad that they were able to get Kyler Murray because this gives everybody at least another year of extension, another year to be where they are.
Now you want to talk about who's gonna eat this year? Njoku and Herbert.
Look, when it came out that the Chargers took Njoku, I got a little pissed. I understand.
I was
I
livid.
understand what the Niners are trying to do. They want to see what they got with the Penn State kid. They want to see what they got with him before they decide they want to go out and pick up a tight end. But my God, man, at least bring Njoku in. Like you could still get rid of Luke Farrell. You could have got rid of Luke Farrell.
Exactly. Get rid of Luke Farrell, keeping Joku. Oh,
I wanted Njoku so bad, but knowing us, we don't run two tight end sets.
it doesn't matter. Can you imagine Njoku, Stribling, and Mike Evans, and Ricky Pearsall, with Kittle and what the hell's his name? CMC.
I think they like Tonjes too much.
But
Not gonna say too much. I'm not gonna say too much.
Imagine
Because
mixing and
Tonjes
matching.
did play good. He did play good last year when Kittle was hurt.
I'm not. Just imagine mixing and matching those six, or Kirk and Tunges too. So those 8. Imagine mixing, and Juice. Those 9. Imagine just mixing and matching those 9 players on that offense.
That's the problem. Man. Too much talent.
Yo,
That's never a problem. That's never a problem.
only in basketball.
That's never a problem. Speaking of basketball, the Chicago Bulls got the number 4 pick in the lottery in the deepest draft since the LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony draft. The Chicago Bulls got the number 4 pick in a draft where the top 4 guys are all franchise changers. We cannot go wrong with this draft.
We just need to pray that whoever's number 3 doesn't take Boozer from us.
Look, if they take Boozer, I like Caleb, man. Caleb is a monster.
What team?
Caleb, North Carolina.
The
Yes.
power forward.
Yes. Yes.
He was a power forward he was supposed to come out last year and
That
stay.
motherfucker is a monster. He is a monster. Like I said, we cannot go wrong. If the Banster falls to us, I don't see AJ Banster falling to us.
Him and Peterson are going.
If Peterson falls to us, we can't go wrong with that. Yeah, they're going 1-2. They're going 1-2. If Boozer falls to us, great.
It's the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are going to piss me off because it's the Wizards, Jazz, and Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are going to piss me off.
Yeah, but there's rumblings that Washington and the Jazz may be up to trading those 2 picks. Washington may be willing to trade number 1. The Jazz may be willing to trade number 2. Like it's rumblings that could happen.
Let me be.
I heard the Jazz is trying to go all in on getting AJ, so they're trying to trade up with Washington. Washington may trade back to the 2. You feel me?
Yeah, because they don't want the Banster to leave. They don't want him to leave Utah.
Right.
But let me be perfectly honest with you. The Wizards, they need either of the 2 players because the 2 stars they have are not reliable, and you're gonna need somebody to bring in seats. Because I'm not putting my trust in Anthony Davis.
Look, Anthony Davis say he might not want to stay.
And I'm definitely not putting my trust in Kyler Murray's long lost cousin, Trae Young.
But that's why I can see Washington trading back with Utah, let Utah get AJ, and then Washington will grab Boozer and ship AD out.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Which means Peterson would fall to the Grizzlies.
Yep.
Trae Young, aka War Don't Curry.
Now, had the what's the African kid from Duke that didn't come to the draft this year? The center.
I can't remember.
He was hurt going into the UConn game and barely played the UConn game. He's a monster. Had he been in this draft, Duke would have had 2 players going in the top 6. I'll tell you his name right now.
You talking about from last year? The African center we had from last year? Malawach?
Duke's you a Duke fan?
Yeah, he's talking about Malawach.
Is that his name? I can't remember.
He played last year with us.
Yeah, he came back off an injury for the UConn game. I was at the game in DC.
Okay, so you're not talking about Malawash because Malawash got drafted last year.
No, no.
We we
Hold on.
we we stayed with a damn African center.
In Gumba.
Yeah, we stayed with a damn African center.
You heard me? Patrick
Yeah,
Ngamba II. That's what I'm talking about.
we
That kid
stayed
comes
with it.
out,
We
he's
stayed
gonna
with a
be
big
pop.
ass African center that can swat the shit out of shots. The Kembe Mutombo motherfuckers.
That's crazy.
Look, I was mad because I was in DC when that shit was going down because I was walking around DC. I was out there hanging out with my homegirl. You know, I think we went to like some museum that day or whatever. And I'm walking around. I'm seeing mad people wearing Duke shit. And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm where I need to be at. And I see a couple motherfuckers wearing some Wolverine shit. And I was like, hold up. Is that a game or something? And then I happened to look on my phone. Oh shit, they playing in DC. Had I known, I would have bought tickets and told her that, yeah, you can go at home.
I left work at 2:30. I'm literally about to make my left to get on the highway. And I was like, wait a minute. I saw a Duke jersey. I saw a Michigan jersey. I'm like, was the Elite Eight in DC? Oh shit, it was. Oh, okay. Sweet. So I got it. I went into Virginia, parked, bought my tickets, turned right back around, came right back to DC, parked my car, and went straight to the game.
How much
Dude,
was the tickets?
I paid two and change for some
Okay.
some club seats. For a club seat. When I tell
Okay.
you I had the perfect view of the entire court
Mm.
and I saw that game buzzer beater, man, the building erupted. Because we were getting screwed on calls on and off in that second half. And I was like, this is insane. This is two straight games that the UConn men can't get a fucking foul call for their life. And I don't know what that young boozer was thinking. The baby brother, the younger twin brother,
Stupid
whatever.
motherfucker.
But he tossed that ball, and he didn't even need to toss. And that UConn player blocked it, and the other kid just grabbed it and chucked it from
I
half
was so
court.
look. I was so mad. I ain't want to talk to nobody for the rest of the night after that game. I was so mad.
Listen, Rick, when I tell you, Blue Devil fans were cheering on defense, Steve. They got the steal. They were throwing it up court, and next thing you know, all hell breaks loose. And I was like,
Pissed.
oh shit! He won.
Pissed.
He won. Yo, every non-UConn fan just jumped out their seats, went nuts, absolutely nuts, because there was, I think, Michigan State, UConn, Duke, and I forgot who Duke beat in the 16 to play that game, but they were all in that building going crazy, absolutely crazy.
Look,
Good time. It was a great time.
during that game, because we was kicking ass the first half,
Yeah,
and then the second half, UConn started coming back. I get a text from Griselda talk about if Duke lose this game. I looked at my phone with the same face that Sean McVay looked at Les Snead with. Like, stop putting these bad vibes in the air, man.
Crazy.
I
Yo.
was so pissed.
No, it was, I forgot what the coach did. He took somebody out and didn't put him back in, and when he put him back in, it was already too late. The swing had changed. The momentum went straight UConn. They scored about 17 straight points. Then Duke got the momentum for like a smidgen of the rest of that second half, got a lead up to 7, and then in that last minute and a half, UConn went batshit crazy. They shot threes galore, and everyone went in.
Did you hear the story about what the Utah Jazz asked Boozer?
No.
No, what they asking?
They said, your father led us to the Western Conference Finals. What you think you're going to do for us?
What he say?
They didn't say what his answer was, but they just said that was the question. That's
Oh,
pretty
shit.
much telling us they're not going to take him. They're not going to take him.
Okay.
Let's be honest. That kid is a generational talent.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It look all the Bulls fans I've been seeing, they're hyped for Wilson. They're hyped for Wilson. I'm hyped for Wilson too. But if Boozer falls to us, I'll be even more hyped because Boozer, even though I feel like Wilson's ceiling may be higher than Boozer's, but right now Boozer can do things that Wilson can't.
Yeah,
Wilson had,
you can plug him
yeah,
in right now.
you can plug Boozer in right now and he's ready to roll. Like
Right.
Boozer's already he's a better shooter. He's a better shooter. They're both pretty solid on defense. Boozer's probably a little bit of a better passer. But these are all things that Wilson can work on, and but Wilson has this. He has like this chip on his shoulder that makes me love him. But like I said, if we get Boozer, anybody in that top four, I am not upset about. I am not, as a Chicago Bulls fan. This is what we needed. All four of these guys are stars.
I'm more
They're
worried about
stars.
15. I'm more worried about 15. Fuck 4. I'm
Yeah.
more worried about 15.
Yeah,
15
yeah.
is where I want to focus on. What the
Yeah.
hell do you do at 15? Can you improve our team even better at 15? 4 is a guarantee. 15 is where
I tell you, and I understand this is called the Fantasy Football Avengers, but we ain't been here months. Let us get our shit off, all right?
Yeah.
If we get Braden Berries at number 15, I would fall out of my chair in excitement if Braden Berries lasts to the number 15 pick. Do you know who Braden Berries is?
No, that's what I'm about to go.
Braden Berries is Ayo Dosumu. That's who Braden Berries is.
You talking about
Everything
A?
everything that Ayo can do, Braden Berries can do. I want Ayo back. I honestly want us to get Ayo back. That's what I want.
In the first place.
Because exactly, Ayo is the perfect guard to put next to Josh Giddey. If we're gonna run with Josh Giddey, Ayo was the perfect guard to put next to Josh Giddey. Ayo can shoot. Ayo can defend. Ayo's a perfect 3-and-D player. You need to put a 3-and-D player next to. It's almost like, okay, with Steph Curry. We all know Steph Curry is not the best defender in the world. But what made it work was you put him next to Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson can shoot. Klay Thompson can fucking defend.
Oh, I know who this kid is.
If you're gonna have Josh Giddey out there, who has like he's active on defense, but his defense is suspect. If you have a point guard who can do everything you need, he can shoot, he can get to the rim, he can dish the rock, he gets rebounds. Like Josh Giddey is he's a triple double threat every night.
Right.
But his defense is kind of suspect. You want to put him next to somebody that can fucking play defense.
Right.
Which is why I always said Ayo needs to be on the court as the shooting guard next to Josh Giddey. And Ayo can pass too. Ayo can pass too.
Putting what's his name? Kobe White as the backup point guard.
I mean, I wasn't mad at trading Kobe because Kobe.
No, neither was I. But I'm saying that would have made
Kobe
sense.
was the worst. Yeah, Kobe was the worst on defense. He was the worst. He could score like a motherfucker, but
No, yeah, he does.
He was a bucket. Kobe was a walking bucket.
I'm
But
just
his
happy they
defense
finally
was
got Trey
terrible.
Jones because they been talking about Trey Jones to the Bulls for like 4 years, and we finally got him.
And Trey Jones was awesome.
Rick,
He was awesome.
the kid Berries is 6'3", 215, 6'6" wingspan, and with a standing reach of 2.5.
Dang.
He can score. He can shoot the three, and he can fucking defend.
I watched this kid during the tournament. He's legit. He's legit.
Yeah. If he lasts to number 15, I'm gonna fall out of my seat and
What
enjoy
place
it.
is Milwaukee? Because Milwaukee just interviewed him.
Okay. Because the only thing we would need at that point is our center for the future, and we can get old boy from Harvenstein. We can get him from OKC. I would love that because I don't see OKC. I don't see them matching a Bulls offer, and this is like the perfect time to be a Chicago Bulls fan because the team is about to be remade. We got the most cap space in the league. We got the number 4 pick in the draft. We got the number 15 pick. We got a number 33 pick. So after the first round, we make the first pick in the second round.
The problem for us is that the Bucks pick 10. The Bucks pick at 10. The Warriors at 11. OKC's at 12. How the hell is OKC at 12? I don't know.
All them
I'm about to
trades,
say,
all them trades, all them picks they got
Uh,
from the Paul George trade.
yeah, the
OKC
pick.
got 12 and 17.
Yep. Miami's at 13. Charlotte's at 14, and we're at 15. And then the
Yeah.
Grizzlies right behind us. So the Grizzlies have 3 and 16, and we have 4 and 15.
Nah. Y'all been watching the playoffs so far this year?
Yeah, as a Bulls
Yeah,
fan, I despise the team I'm about to talk about, but
the
I
Knicks.
honestly, yeah, I honestly just want them to win a championship so these fans can get off their high horses.
No,
Um,
I don't want them. I don't want them to ever. Knicks. The
Lord,
Knicks fans are the Cowboy fans of the NBA. I want them
no,
to
no,
suffer
no,
every
no,
year.
no, no, that's the Lakers. That's the
I
Lakers and
want them
Celtics.
to suffer
Uh,
every year.
That's the Lakers and Celtics that are the Cowboys of the NBA. Um, the Knicks fans just I need them to get a championship because it's been since '72. We talking about I got an uncle who was born 2 years later, a year later, and he still hasn't seen a Knicks championship. So that poor man's been suffering for 50 something years.
Look, I'm
Just
gonna put
give
it to you like
give
this.
him one. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I was hoping it came true, and it's coming true. It may be the Knicks and Spurs is what I wanted, and I
That
might get
OKC
that.
versus the Spurs is going to be the real finals.
Yes, yes.
That's going to be the
Seven
real
game. That's
finals.
gonna be a 7 game series. I
That's
don't
going
care
to
what
be the
any.
real finals. Whoever wins that, they're going to smack the Knicks up in 6.
They probably
Whoever
will.
wins that, they're going to smack the Knicks up in 6.
But the last
The
time,
Knicks,
listen,
the Knicks don't have enough defense to play with these two teams.
but the Knicks, I think, even though it's regular season, the Knicks put the beatings on San Antonio during the regular season. Don't understand how.
Was Wemby in them games?
He was in one, and he wasn't out. He was out for the other.
Okay.
But they put the smack.
Wemby on the court. Wemby on the court with Castle, with Harper. It's going to be a problem. This is
Estelle,
going to be a problem.
Champagne, De'Aaron Fox closing out the game
This
in the fourth.
this is going to be a problem for the league going forward because this is now Victor Wembanyama's league.
Let me tell you right now, I don't understand where these OKC fans get their stats from. That they're the bottom of the list in getting foul calls. These are some of the most delusional fans I've ever seen. OKC gets foul calls at an alarming rate.
Facts.
Of course, of
How the
course.
you have where are you finding these stats that the Lakers got more calls in that series than you did?
You
Delusions of
actually
grandeur.
you actually know some OKC fans. Like I've never met a real OKC fan. I have look. My father lives in Oklahoma. He might be an OKC fan. He might be, but I've never met an OKC fan.
I mean, it's been a lot of bandwagon fans the past couple years since they've gotten hot for real, for real. But unless you go back to the Kevin Durant, Russ days with Harden and them, you feel what I'm saying? You might find a couple back there, but
My issue, Rick, is I love SGA, right? I really do. I have no issues with him. My issue is that the NBA is pushing him, the narrative of them pushing him as their face. When we all really know your face are Europeans, not Canadians and not Americans, Europeans. Wemby, Joker, and Luca. Those are your faces. Stop it. It's already set in stone. Stop with the cap. Stop playing games with us. Those three have done more for the NBA in the last 7 years than most players have done. Even most of these stars, because Joker is an MVP candidate. What 9 straight years now?
yeah, pretty much.
8 years. The dude is a triple double machine.
Shit, it's been a toss up between him and SGA the past 4 or 5 years.
Well, no, him, SGA, and Embiid.
Yeah,
But still, just the fact that those are your three players. Got, listen, the Dallas Mavericks might get sold after the stupidity they did. I think them fans are gonna burn the city and try to get rid of them after getting rid of Luke.
Only reason I don't think they're gonna go anywhere is because they about to have them two expansion teams, Vegas and Seattle. So that's the only reason I don't see them going nowhere.
Man, listen, I like Cooper Flag, but really, you gave up Luka Doncic. You had Kyrie and Luka. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I think Cooper Flag is going to be better in the future uh, than Luca, mainly because
Listen, the future is
mainly because Cooper Flag can actually play defense. Luca
I was gonna say
cannot play
that'll be
defense.
the biggest plus on him is that he'll actually play defense, but I don't see him
Like
outscoring.
he's
Like
not going.
Luka feels like crazy.
He may be. He's like the youngest dude to ever drop 40 in the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the youngest dude to ever drop 40. So I won't ever look at it as Cooper ain't got no bag because Cooper got a bag.
No, he got
that,
a bad. I
that's
don't
not what
see
we
him
said.
scoring 70. Luka's dropped 70 before. I don't never see Cooper
That's not.
dropping 70.
No, there was no shade thrown at Cooper. The fact, our point is, you don't give away a generational talent to the fucking Lakers or Boston ever.
Yeah,
And now it's happened twice in the last
you do.
So you know why they did that. You know
You
why
do
they
it.
did that.
You do it if the league tell you, hey, you help out the Lakers and the Celtics. We'll rig it for you to get the number one pick in the
Yeah.
draft. Because that's the only reason why. That's the only reason why they got
Memphis
the number
giving
one
the
pick in
Lakers,
the draft.
Memphis giving the Lakers Pau Gasol. What in the fuck?
Did they get the number one pick in the draft after that?
I don't. Did they? They might have, and then it
Yes.
failed. The guy failed for them, or was it John Morant? Wait a minute. No, no, no. They didn't get the number one pick because the Gasol trade happened early,
Early
early,
2000s.
early 2000. So like
Yeah.
mid 2000. I'm sorry, mid 2000. But still, the fact that you gave Gasol up for Skittles, for jelly beans,
Yeah.
and now you get Luca for the same fucking bag.
But that's what
Okay.
I'm saying. You know the reason why he did it is because wasn't no other superstar in a frenzy to go to LA. And once LeBron is out the league, LA is just gonna be a vacuum for real, for real. So they just wanted to put a superstar there to keep the vibes high. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's a
You
big
know,
market. Like
I'm
it all goes back
I'm
to business at the end of the day.
I'm
Right.
thoroughly upset that the NBA they have their picks of teams that they want to always stay good. They want the Celtics to always be good. They want the Lakers to always be good. But meanwhile, it's been fuck
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa,
Chicago
whoa,
Bulls.
whoa. No,
It's been
whoa.
fuck the Chicago Bulls
You're
who kept
missing
the
one
lights
team.
on in the '90s.
You're missing one team. You're missing one team. Stop it. You're missing
What,
one
what,
team.
what one team am I missing?
The Knicks, because you can't have the three major cities in basketball not be popular.
I don't think they give a fuck about the Knicks like that.
No, the new commissioner may not, but David Stern did because that was his favorite team. That's why
Like, I
the
don't think
Knicks
they.
always got love from David Stern.
Yeah,
Let me tell you right
I
now,
don't think they give. I don't think they give a
you
really.
can't have your three major cities, the Mecca, LA, and Boston, the two championship teams, and the Mecca cannot be bagged consistently. They can't.
I
Yeah,
think they
they don't
will. I think,
necessarily have to win a chip, but as long as they're competitive and you can put them in the playoffs, yeah, they'll be all right.
they, but they
Thank you.
just started.
That's
They
my point.
just
That's all I'm trying
started
to
getting
say. That's
competitive.
all I'm trying to say.
They just started getting competitive the last few years.
Who?
The
Yeah,
Knicks,
that's true.
the Knicks,
No,
the
the
Knicks,
Knicks have
the
the Knicks have pockets, brother. You got to understand it. It died out when Allen Houston and them left. Then it picked up with Stoudemire and Melo and them because they had a small little run with Marbury and them. But then it died out again, and then it picked up again because again the Mavericks being stupid. You had Jalen Brunson and Luca, and you let Brunson walk. What the fuck, Dallas?
because they thought that Kyrie was gonna be better than Brunson.
I'm about to say Brunson hadn't really proven himself yet. If you about to get Kyrie, you gonna make the same decision for real.
I don't
I,
know.
I, I go with you.
If I got
I'm going
Jalen
with you.
Brunson in the
I'm going with you. I'm going with
as
you.
a GM, the guy that I drafted, if I see that he got that star potential, I'd rather go with the guy that I drafted because it makes me look better as a GM.
Let me tell you right now, he may not have won a chip yet with the Knicks, but he is their leader.
Oh yeah,
When
Oh, yeah.
you don't, when
and
you
I
see him
and
on
I
the court,
love I
and
love
he's
Brunson's
telling,
attitude. I love his attitude.
When you see
I
him
love
on
his
the bench
attitude.
and he's telling that sassy bastard that's a Dominican to toughen the fuck up and stop bullshitting.
Like somebody said something to Brunson about him being a star. Brunson said, "I'm not a star. I'm a basketball player." I was like, "Oh, I love that answer. I love that answer.
Now,
I want my players. I want my players with that mentality
now
because all he does is go out there and hoop.
the two
I
mistakes.
love his mentality.
Yeah, the two mistakes that the Knicks did make, and these are legit mistakes. They should have never gave up DiVincenzo.
Yeah,
I would have
facts.
never gave up DiVincenzo. I would have found a way to keep them because that Villanova squad they had on the Knicks was nasty. And it's still nasty with the three they got there now. And I would have never gave up Havenstein. No, I'm not giving those two up. I don't know how the fuck you let Havenstein walk and DiVincenzo get traded. Because man, them two would have made that. Look, but you know what? I do like them picking up the kid from the Pelicans, Alvarado. That was a great pickup for the Knicks.
All I
He
gotta
bought
say to
more
Nick
attitude.
fans, they just better be glad that Halliburton was hurt this year.
Shut up, dude. Shut up. Just shut up.
So the
Reggie,
Pacers are
Reggie,
coming back,
Reggie,
huh?
Reggie Miller, the sequel. He just better be glad. Look, Nick fans hate that boy Halliburton. They hate him with a
Listen,
passion.
I'm just happy that him and Jalen Brunson be taking it to the ring. That should be fun as fuck.
Look, if Halliburton hadn't got hurt, I really believe that the Pacers probably would have won Game 7. They probably would have won. He had three threes. He had three threes in like the first 2 minutes of the first quarter. They ended up getting hurt, some shit like that, and then that was it for them. Huh?
It's the Knicks.
No. In the finals against OKC, Game 7. Game 7. Halliburton was about to put belt to ass that game. Then he got hurt in Game 7, and they ran away with the shit.
I can agree with you on that. Let me
Like
tell
if
you
he
this right
hadn't
now.
got hurt, the Pacers could have won. That was a. I'm gonna put it to you like that was an exciting fucking finals until Halliburton got hurt.
I'm guaranteeing you this. There's gonna be a fight in the first two. One of the first two games of that San Antonio, um, Oklahoma series because Oklahoma think that they're gangsters, and Wemby ain't taking shit.
They've had bad
Niggas
blood all year, though.
Yeah,
because
but
dude,
that's what
have you paid
happens
attention?
when you
Wait,
have
wait,
two defensive teams.
Rick,
That's
Fact.
gonna be a
look,
fight. That is
stop.
gonna be a fight.
Oklahoma City is not defense. They're fucking hacks. Let me tell you why. If you pay attention to the way they played Wemby the whole season, because they got Mario up 3-1 all year. My man, that Jalen Williams and that other goofball, the elbows they were throwing at Wemby was disgusting. As a matter of fact, they did it to Joker too. They hit him with an elbow and Joker damn near tore his head off.
Yeah, I remember that. Joker was pissed.
Like, let me say something to you. I don't know what's wrong with these people in the NBA that they keep fucking with Joker and thinking he's a target. Leave that man alone for two reasons. The quiet ones are the most dangerous ones, and he has two brothers that sit in the audience like this is the replacements doing this.
About to say, yeah,
Fucking
his brothers be wild.
you bugging like you bugging. Oh, leave Joker alone. That man can drop 40, 20, and 20
And he
and
don't
win a
even
game.
like basketball. That's the crazy
Exactly.
thing.
He's a horse racer. He naturally is a horse racer.
Like he is that naturally talented. He is that naturally talented. Like he can fall out of bed and drop 60. Like and it's
Facts.
and he's a second round pick.
I'm still
That's the
trying to
crazy part.
I'm still trying to understand how the international team lost the All Star game this year. You had Wemby and Joker on the same team and y'all lost. Y'all lost, and you had SGA. Something was wrong. Something was wrong. I think that All Star game was fixed beyond control. Just give me a goddamn break. That international team is disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why when NBA teams win a championship, you can honestly say that whoever wins the championship in the NBA is the world champion because you got the best players in the fucking world in the NBA. The best players in the world, they play in the NBA. The world, not just America, the world. They play. For as far as basketball goes, that is the highest level of competition, the NBA.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so we going get out of here tonight. You know, we've been back for like an hour. We'll be back next go around. We're gonna give y'all who we feel like is gonna be the top 10 quarterbacks this year, fantasy football wise, the top 10 running backs, the top 10 wide receivers, and then we're gonna give y'all some guys that we feel like could break out. Like who's that wide receiver that could be the next JSN?
And we will
that.
be talking just only football next time. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
You had to let us get our,
Yeah, we got to get our shit out. We got to get our shit out.
You had the NFL draft, you got NBA playoffs, you got the NHL playoffs, you got the 15 goals in one game. 15 goals in a hockey game.
You got the UFL popping right now.
Exactly. The Rock League is popping like there's no tomorrow. You had World Baseball Classic. Like, come on, man. We had a lot of pent up sports in us.
Yeah.
Let's have our fun.
Balls. Yo.
Hey, yo. That's crazy.
And by the way, Team DR got robbed in the World Baseball Classic. And I'm going to leave it at that.
We are out.
Thank you for watching a Fantasy Football Avengers podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Links in the description.
No, those guys rule. They rule.
They kick ass.